Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man on the radio page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, it's been kind of quiet on the front of MMA. We're supposed to have some fights coming up around about next week. But anyway, I was just sitting here at home, just surfing the internet, and I jumped on our LDWMAAC um, Facebook page, and it's moderated by my man, and it's moderated and administrated by my man Robert Henry, aka Robert the Poet, aka Robert the Savage. He's a savage. But anyway, Robert posted this statement made by Karolina Kowalkiewicz. You know who Karolina Kowalkiewicz is? She's a fighter out of the UFC. She fights in the women's strawweight division. And she's one of three Polish fighters, along with Joanna, don't call me Bojangwiczek, Jacek, and Jan Blachowicz. I forgot his name. Why? I'm sorry. I don't care. But anyway, KK has made a statement that she might be coming back to the octagon by March or April. But Robert posed a question. What do you think she should do? Now, one is A, come back soon. B, wait till the fall season or later. Or C, retire. And that's a big debate. Karolina's been with the UFC for a little over 5 years. And she had a pretty good, strong start. She was signed to the UFC around about October of 2015. But she actually made her octagon debut till December. And her first opponent was Ronda Quiet Storm Marcos. Then her next opponent after that was Heather Jo Clark. And then she faced off with Rose Namajunas, which gave her an opportunity to fight for the title against Joanna Jacek. But she lost to Joanna by unanimous decision. Then she faces Joanna's rival, Claudia Gadelha. And then Claudia Gadelha submitted her. And, seemed like she kind of took a little backside with those two back-to-back losses, but she bounced back when she beat Joni Escobar and also Felice Herrick. But then she took a very nasty turn. Around about September of 2018, she faced against former champion Jessica Andrade. And Jessica knocked her out in the first round of their fight. I mean, she laid her out. And James Green likes to say, she sure took an ass whooping that fight. And we often joke how she was wearing makeup and her eyelashes that fight. But she set out. As you have percussion protocols. When you get knocked out, there's percussion protocols. So she didn't fight for a good while until her first fight against the karate hottie Michelle Waterson, February of 2019. And then she lost that fight by unanimous decision. Then another fight in June that same year against Alexa Grasso, which was another unanimous decision. Then a fight against Yan Xiaonan, the first of this year, which was in, pretty much almost a year from when she took the knockout from Jessica Andrade, where she took an awful beating from Yan Xiaonan. And she had been so badly beaten that one of her right orbital bone of her eye was crushed. And she was laid up for a good while. But she recovered. It seemed like she looks pretty all right. But now she wants to come back. The question is, it's a good idea for her to come back. I mean, she's kind of slid down a bit. There was a lot of excitement with Karolina Kowalkiewicz, when she came into the UFC. But now it's kind of weaning off a bit. With those back-to-back, those 4 straight losses. And then being out on percussion for so long, I don't know. But like I said, she's a fighter. And like any fighter, you want to come back. You want to prove something. But she don't have much to prove. Truth is, like this, she's still a pretty young woman. She's just 35 years old. And I think at that age now, I think she may want to, think about alternatives for herself. Like I said, she's attractive, and there's always a future in modeling. There's companies that probably can use her, and UFC could probably use her. And they maybe give her one fight after this year, and then just tell her to focus on modeling. She has a nice body, a great shape. I think she has a future as a model. And you know, I think like this. As you know, her nickname is the Polish Princess. And I think maybe she should think about that. Maybe go on another route. You know, it's just, I think right now, like we have things with the thing going with Rose right now, and her talking about, maybe being a farmer and maybe retiring her own self if she's not able to fight Yang Shannon. But right now, the Charlotte division in the UFC is a murderer's gallery. There's some strong fighters in that division. You got like Amanda Rebus. You got you got Yang Janan who pretty much turned a hole into um KK, and also you got the champion Wally Zhang. I don't think she is gonna be. It's gonna be difficult to take her title away from her, and just I think she should really think about moving on from the UFC. Like I said, she has a future. She has a face and she has a future, and she should think about that. So I think I'm gonna pitch option C, and that is she should retire. Like I said, she should really think about her future. Maybe someday she wants to have a family and settle down, or do more in life than just fighting. I know she has a fighter's heart, but sometimes the heart may not follow the head. This is your man all the way, George Page. Like, don't subscribe. I'm out.